Content warning. Guys Will Be Talking is a podcast centered on media with some pretty dour subject matter. If you're particularly sensitive to any type of content, please check the content warning list linked in the description before continuing. Welcome back, everybody, to Guys Will Be Talking. I am Jacob.
I'm Victor.
And today we are going to be doing a little bonus episode for our Deconstructeam Super season, because right after we released all of the episodes, they dropped a demo for Virtue and a Sledgehammer. The announcement of this game was what prompted me initially to want to do the whole Deconstructeam season, because we had started out this podcast talking about Gods Will Be Watching, and I just wanted to see like all the other stuff they've done in anticipation of this game because it looked so cool. And so, this demo dropping just felt like a reward.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. It's like really. I mean, between that and like the devs that were nice enough to just answer to you on Discord, it feels like, I don't know. It feels good. Like the stuff we've made has actually made its way into reality and isn't just like something, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I go back and like I don't have the sign on for our podcast channel on my phone, but sometimes I want to like check to see if there's any comments or anything, so I'll just like click on all the videos on my other account, and it's like our Silent Hill F episode 2 has 4 views logged, and they are definitely all me checking for comments.
That's really funny.
But like, I mean, I shared at least the link to our Red Strings Club episode in a few different places, and that has like the most views. We also currently have the Wall of Heroes banner up on the MinMax show, advertising our Deconstructeam season. So I think that's drawing a couple of views. I also keep getting the flame emoji reaction to posting the link in the Super Eye Patch Wolf Discord. So I don't know if people are just leaving the flame and not watching it or what, but
I think I leave the flame first, and then other people click on it and watch it, because that's how lurker engage with Discord. I'm a lurker. I know my kind.
Me too, but I usually wouldn't leave a reaction unless I actually interacted with the thing.
Very moral of you. Not me.
But anyways, so yeah, getting this demo dropped feels like a reward, and what a fucking reward, because this is a generous demo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it took me about 45 minutes to get through, and I think I missed one fucking red memory thing before getting to the end, which is
the last bar before you do the transition into the next zone, quote unquote.
Yes.
I'm not so I have actually left like a Steam commentary, like feedback review, because I'm not sure if like we've missed it or if it was the one that came out just after, but just because it wasn't a short one, it just didn't display the UI at the end. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah. Since we both missed the same one, I feel like we actually got all of them.
Okay.
probably.
Yeah. I also we then just before we started recording, Victor was playing it a bit and streaming it to me, and I wanted to see if the robots could kill you because, since Red Strings Club, they've had a firm no fail state policy, and
Mm-hmm.
at least in my time playing the demo, while they beat me up pretty close to what felt like a fail state, I wasn't sure if there actually could be one. So, he encountered the first aggro bots and I was like, let him kill you and see what happens. And when we did that, we were like, oh, there's so much more we could have seen in this demo if we were letting them kill us the whole time.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely like it's interesting because usually the deconstruct games are really like on the nose about what the game is actually about. And then there is a second part that is even more batshit insane. But Red Strings Club, we go pretty quickly into the social psych welfare thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in this game, it's like they've used their high concept settings as a lure because they don't give it to you straight. What the fuck is happening here?
Mm-hmm.
I understand in the Minmax video, like Jacob's reaction of like, damn, I thought this was going to be whole hype and shit, but I need people to play this. Oh god.
Yeah, I mean, this hits you so strong right off the bat, um by like one the atmosphere is just so oppressive down to everything, like the music, the fucking the red that like covers the game, and then right away it's like our three central characters sitting at a table and they're like, what would you do if your loved one was gonna do something horrible? And it's like, would you stop them? Would you talk them out of it? Like, I'd use violence if I had to, etc. And so, and the more you go through this conversation, it's like, well, this is a story about hatred, but also about love. And I'm like, okay. That I feel like this. Th- I feel like Cosmic Wheel, Many Nights, and now this game are just like them demonstrating they figured it out, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
like like I feel like that sentence that starts off this game is basically how you could describe all of their games.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and it
I gotta
fucking
say,
rules.
it fucking rules, but also like the very intimate family setting still feels fresh. Like
Yeah.
we haven't been, I think, in a family so far. Like the closest we got to that was a cosmic wool sisterhood with Patrice, but even then, it's only your sister. And here, like, we are exploring the relationship between the main character Patrele, her sister or antagonist, at least the one that's driving us, Nina, um, and their mother, Merche, I guess. And it's like we don't know what happened between them, but we already have such a strong sense of who they are as people, like so much more, so much more strongly than, I don't know, any fucking RPG I've played this year, I guess. Like that was the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, let me be clear. When I say like these last three games, they've demonstrated that they've figured it out, and the sentiment is how you could describe most of their games. I'm not saying they're being derivative of themselves or like resting on their laurels or anything. I just mean like they figured out exactly what they're good at, and they're going to explore that in all of these different ways that keep building on themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, like, I mean, fuck, like I keep going back to, sorry to keep making this the Jacob trauma dump
Oh
season,
my
but
god.
like
Go ahead.
but I mean, especially when we were watching the death scenes this morning, and there's the shot of your mom, and she's like, "You gave me life, but you also stole so much from me. Was it yours to steal?" Like,
Yeah.
fuck, that hit me so hard.
That
Uh,
hit me, but for daddy issues. But I imagine with mom, like that would be. I can't. I mean, I can't imagine, but yeah.
hmm and especially with so much of this being like antagonism between the siblings, probably, the more we explore throughout the game, I mean, there's already so much of it in the demo, like probably as a result of how their mom parented them. Uh like, I mean, that hits me close too. I have a brother that I am not close to, and a lot of that is resentments held with each other based on how our parents parented us. And I mean, like, in my family, because in this game, Petrelle and her some sort of inferiority complex to Nina is like kind of exactly how I was with my brother. Uh, like, I spent a lot of my life growing up, um like, despite being the older sibling, like feeling like I was always falling behind my younger brother, and feeling like he was so favorited in my family. Like, this is a you are playing a black sheep of the family main character, and like, the black sheep is how I've always felt, of myself in my family.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, uh and even down to like, Nina is clearly like successful to some degree. I can't remember exactly if we've seen in what exactly. It kind of alludes to some weird tech billionaire bullshit going on in some of these death
I don't.
scenes where,
I don't think. Oh, maybe billion. Maybe you're right,
not
but it
not
feels like
billionaire literally, but like,
at least it feels like she's a successful programmer,
yeah.
and Nina is a successful programmer, and Patrede is like an engineer. But like when you see the cinematic where like she Nina asks Patrede like, oh, and I think this one is my favorite in the game, when she asks Patrede what she wants to be in the future. And your
Mm-hmm.
first four options are like engineer, architect, um, and two others. But it's like it seems like she's into hardware, and I feel
Yeah.
like those dev scenes confirm it to us. Like Pat really had a hand into. Oh God, I think that's. Oh man, I feel like I already understand what happened, but should we do okay, should we do extrapolation in this podcast and try to figure out what is actually happening, or should we keep things to ourselves? Because I feel like at this point I can do predictions that I feel pretty confident in that could be spoilers.
I mean, I'm down for that. Fuck theoretical spoilers. I don't give a shit. But
Okay.
like, but I do think we should talk about like how what's in the demo impacted us before we get to predicting the
Okay.
future.
Let me start us first. That cinematic. So this is as we play through the game, and smash through the old town, we get those fucking flashbacks slash cinematics, very short, very and very beautiful, that pop up. And one of those is Nina and Patrele talking on the roof of their house. Nina asks Patrele like, "What do you want to be in the future?" And Patrele like, "You have a choice between several and jobs." But then Nina asks you like, "No, but like that's a job, that's an occupation. I want to know what you want to do." And so now you have like she asked you specifically, what would you do if you didn't need to have a job, and then you have a choice between several that are like a gourmet or an explorer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then she tells you, yeah, but like that's still an occupation. I want to ask you as a person, what do you want to be?
Yeah.
And then you get the choice. I want to be loved. I want to be looked up to like leave a legacy. And then like you choose that, and Nina, loves, and then like she just says, I want to be a scar on the world. And it
Uh-huh.
hard cuts on that. And I've felt that way. I felt that way about like, I mean, edgy teen years or whatever, but like not just in a, oh, I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm watching, I don't know, whatever power fantasy isekai bullshit I can get. I was like philosophing about whether I wanted to save the world or burn it down. What like what are we talking about conceptually speaking, and about my life and shit? And it's like I was there, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like seeing this in a media first degree and not going through a phase. I mean, it is effectively going through a phase, but like the way Nina puts it and the way like you can sense this profound hatred coming off from this character is impacted me so much. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, go on.
And it's
Not go on, but
interesting because like yeah, Nina says that, whereas like the you're the one ripping through this town, like
Mhm.
destroying everything, and all the robots are like, fuck, it's that bitch, she's here to ruin everything, she's here to be base, like I don't think they ever say this, but she's like, you're the scar on this town.
Yeah, there is a lot of that energy.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Nina, your sister, the one everyone looks up to and your mom praises, declares her desire to be a scar on the world. But I guess she plays the game better.
It's like I feel like what we basically the robots of the town feel like they're like it feels like they're consenting to Nina's plan, and it feels like them being robots at all is a part of her plan.
Mm-hmm.
And so there is something that Prateli mentions about like, should I just let them end themselves? And it echoes to what we were talking about at the very beginning. What if someone that you loved was about to commit something very bad that would hurt a lot and a lot of people?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we're getting into
Ooh.
this game really puts me into the Red Strings Club territory. I don't know about you, but in terms of like what the project Nina is pushing forward, people are seem to be on board with this. How far should we go to, you know, take away freedoms, the take away like people's agency to do what's best for them, quote unquote. Because
Uh-huh.
when I was starting the game as Pratele, I was feeling like, oh, clearly she's not well, and she's we may as well be playing the bad guy here, for all I know. And I assumed that until the snake cinematic, the
The
snail
snail.
cinematic. And then I was like fully, and then my mind literally did a 180, because in the cinematic, Nina squashes a snail.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Just out
after
of
debate,
nowhere.
after debating with Nina whether snails have souls or not.
Yeah. Well, she's like, uh, she asks you like, what do you think this snail's up to, when you have like a bunch of creative choices you could respond to, and then you're like, do you think snails have a soul? And Nina's like, you hang out with that nun too much. All she wants to do is give you candy and Christian bullshit. And then she fucking smashes the snail like so suddenly.
Yeah, it's like, and also, you know what? It's interesting how like this person that clearly like I think she looks down on the older people of the town just as much as Patrele does, Nina,
Yeah,
you
I
know.
think so too.
And I think like Christian bullshit, and we've seen that like this is we know that it's happening in Spain, that the town is in Spain,
Yeah.
and that the town folks seem to be religious somewhat, at least like in the sense that we know your average town in Spain will be pretty Christian, pretty Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
And like still get the sense that they reject, Patrele is the black sheep, but the
Yeah.
way Nina has gamed the system, like she's being looked up to, besides the fact that she looks down on religion so much, which really echoes to me like the fucking neolib tech bros that 10, 15 years ago they were like on the Reddit atheist,
Yeah.
coming up with cringe ass arguments, and today are like converts that are just gaming because that's what the far right is at today.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I was getting at when describing her as like a fucking supervillain tech billionaire. Like not
Yeah,
that she was literally that, but like that's the energy she carries.
yeah.
Yeah, and the oh, I lost my train of thought.
I'm
I
sorry
had
I
I
went on
had a
for so
good
long.
one. It's okay. I'll have to
I'm sure
cut
it will come
around
back.
my I'll have to cut around my old how I relate to the family
Oh,
points. Yeah, because
yeah.
I was really going somewhere with that I didn't get to, and it doesn't make sense without getting there. Um,
Shit, sorry.
it's okay, it happens. But yeah, because the other thing too is like I think a lot of the town looks down on Petrelle because is she's very non-conforming in terms of gender roles and stuff. I mean I guess like we don't have really confirmation from Petrelle herself about like full on identity. Everyone refers to her as she her, but she's very like androgynous. Like she could go either way.
Hmm.
She's pretty masculine coded. She like dresses in overalls with no shirt underneath, like stuff like that. Um and she's got like a buzzed head. She's pretty masked just in general. But and then Nina's like this very traditional looking feminine woman.
Mm.
so
I'm,
so
I wouldn't
that
say traditional, but at least
you don't
in
think
the modern
so?
sense.
Well, yeah, in modern traditional. She's not like a trad wife or anything, but
Yeah, Trodwife is like at the very
um
end of the spectrum. I bet there are two other Tradwives boats in this town.
mhm.
I mean, that's a very American thing. Sorry. I'm not. I'm quitting distracting you.
It's too late.
Damn it!
I was going to go look at the Steam page to see if there's a screenshot of her. Oh yeah, there she is. I mean she looks like my mom is like in big pharma finance and why my brain I just said her name. What is her fucking name?
Nina?
Nina. Nina looks like so many of my mom's coworkers.
Yeah, she looks
She
corpo. She
she
definitely
so
does.
looks like a corpo, like more traditionally feminine but still corpo woman.
What was the point you wanted to get at with your family?
I think I'd have to completely start over.
Just do it.
um I don't know if it makes sense anymore. I mean, the like cuz yeah, Pretele is like clearly the odd one out in this family, and I lost it, bro. It's
Okay. Well,
gone.
it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not okay,
it,
but it's
it's okay.
don't worry about it.
Um, yeah, but here's the good train of thought I was on that I wanted to get back to was like you now that we've been talking about it and you mentioned the question it asks you at the beginning of the game of like what would you do if if a loved one was going to do something horrible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, until just now I was thinking like, oh well, this is about what Protele is about to do to this town.
Mm-hmm.
But what if it's about what Nina is doing to this town?
Ah, that's interesting.
Because one of your options each time they're like continuing the question, because you like your first time you have some options that are like just the most reasonable response from a person, and they literally say like, well, yeah, that's what a reasonable person would do, but let's be real here, what would you actually do, what's the actual extent you would go to? And each time it's like I would use force if I have to, I would use violence if I have to. Perhaps Protele is here on her mission using violence to stop what Nina is doing to this town. I keep wanting to say Nami. That's why I keep stuttering when I'm about to say her name. I do not know why. Uh, but yeah, what do you think about that?
That's definitely interesting. I want to pick all the different options to see if Nina said something interesting at one of them, because Patrele, I mean, it's not Patrele, but you know, if you say you'll resort to violence, then they say, "Damn, you're like that crazy bitch."
Uh
They're crazy like you know. Uh,
Interesting.
there were some options that I didn't even consider, so I would like to come back and play to it. Like it's a demo and we've still got replayability. It's kind of crazy.
Mhm. I do think like if there's any you know, if Deconstruct Team is listening to this and there's any like advice that they're still taking on the development of this game, I kind of wish after today's session that the robots killed you more efficiently.
Yeah,
Cuz like I felt like I was getting beat up pretty good when I played through this and still not like going down and seeing those scenes, but like those scenes add so much. I feel like even if it's like requiring one or two less hits, like it should like they should tweak the damage that the robots do to you a little more.
yeah,
Cuz especially like even though they like it kind of is like a fail state, it's like you get right back up. So like I don't see it as being that disruptive to the flow, especially if
yeah.
it's gonna add so much.
I agree. I I mean, speaking of feedback and disruptive to the flow, I left that in a Steam review, but I also feel like there is too many hard stuff that you can't walk through.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah.
that like I don't want a sprint button. I think the point of the experience is that you power walk through the town, sledgehammer in hand.
Yeah.
Um, but I do think like if my mind isn't where the game wants me to be emotionally, and is at, wait, where do I get to here, and I can't smash my way through or walk my way through, at least without an obvious path, then it's a
Mm-hmm.
bit of a problem. Otherwise, like, the level design is really good. Like, I think it manages to be open enough to like make you want to check out different corners and see different robots and see what they have to say and find the fucking flashback things.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's
think
just some smoothing out over the edge, honestly.
for sure. Yeah, because I was gonna say I feel like the overall design of this game is fucking genius because like you for me, I felt a lot of this was me being driven to find um answers to what's going on here and like motivations of everybody and throughout this game you are finding like these little red memory bodies that you smack with your sledgehammer, and as you collect them you get more flashbacks to see like just what's going on in the dynamic of this family and everything. um and so like that paired with a just kind of mostly open map with pretty impressive destruction tech.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if this game is made in UE5, and if it
it
is,
is.
then UE5 has a built-in destruction thing that's pretty easy to use. So, but I mean, still props to like figuring out how to utilize that in such an interesting and cool way.
Yeah.
Um, but like for me, it made a lot of sense. Like, I just want to walk around, break everything I can to see if there's a little red memory thing behind it. And there's also these blue memory things where you smack them and you just instantly get a memory shown to you,
Hmm.
rather than having to collect them. And that, I don't know, I just feel like it's so adept at just driving you forward, or at least I felt like it drove me forward for that.
I was mostly feeling like that too. Like it's just at some points I was getting my flow being broken a little bit, but mostly yeah, I had that too. I really love that demo. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's I guess maybe I'm a bit neurotic about like I don't know pointing out flaws than I am about giving praise. But
I mean,
speaking of
yeah,
praise, I mean level design. Did you see who's credited on it?
probably, but I don't remember.
Maria. It's Fingerspit.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
And she actually says it in the Minmax interview that like she was messing around with the level thing. So it turns out like
Oh,
yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
she did most of the if she's credited that way, then yeah, she did most of the level design.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking flexing all around.
For real. I mean, like, she's also just at the peak of her game in fucking the composing of this one.
Dude, like the fucking I mean the song that plays when the well when you die and when you get the red the all the background red.
Mm-hmm.
The composition as you walk through the town, it's so much softer than you would think a game where you walk around with a sledgehammer would be. But it's just what you need to keep yourself on edge about what is it you're doing. Like, it's beautiful.
It's interesting you say that because I feel like it is soft, but it also feels like music perfectly composed to do violence to.
Yeah,
Like um there's this level. I'm you know what? Here's a me paraphrasing a bit from Something Rotten,
do
to
it.
go back to our roots. In the airport level of Max Payne 3, there is a song by the band called Health. Uh, and I've been listening to a lot of Health since I started like building my music library. I think I may be wrong, but I think Health made like the entire Max Payne 3 soundtrack. Um, but basically all of Health's music is music perfectly composed to do violence to. And you feel it at its utmost peak in the airport level of Max Payne 3. But like that this whole demo I was like, oh man, Fingerspit is really channeling Health here in terms of like just like she made a song that I really want to smack some robots and tear down buildings while I listen to.
Dude, I guess we're back to Gods Will Be Watching because I was trying to think of like other games of deconstruct games where it's explicitly about the violence.
Mm-hmm.
We back.
Oh,
she
we're
channeled
back.
she channeled back that face of genocide
Uh-huh.
energy she had. Jesus,
It's quite good.
it's fucking words. And also, I mean, fuck, let's praise everyone while we are at it. The art looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The night mood that you have in the forest and the town, the red lights, the those this pixel art on the 3D characters work so well, you'd think that other people would have done it before. I'm sure they have. I'm sure, like we are not playing enough indie games, so I'm sure someone else did. But it's like it's the first time I see it, so
Mm-hmm.
fuck it.
I'm
It's
I'm
so cool.
very I'm very in on this low poly pixelated textures vibe going on in this game. It fucking
Yeah,
rules. And the writing, let's give everyone
yeah.
their credit. The writing's fantastic as always.
Mm-hmm.
Yordi, my fucking man.
Yeah, and the and so I don't know what is it that Yordi programmed since this there seem to be a lot of animation. Right, they're collaborating with an animation studio.
Was Selkie Harbor, who they
Right.
collaborated with on Many Nights of Whisper, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know who has more the hand on Pratel's controls. But when I saw the videos on the Midmax channel, I thought that the walking looked janky. Honestly, like just on the outside, I was like, oh well, I guess it's the demo build or whatever. As soon
Mm-hmm.
as I started walking with that controller in hand, it felt so fucking good, man. Power walking
Yeah,
with Pratele, it feels incredible.
I mean, you're doing the fucking like slow walking slasher villain walk,
Yeah.
which I could see like yeah, watching it in a video in like third person behind the shoulder might probably looks a little janky, but yeah, once you get your hands on the controller, you feel like you are doing that slasher
Yep.
walk. Uh any any other like specific things you wanted to mention?
Ugh. Um. I do have one,
Mhm.
but it. Did you talk to the robot in the bar?
Yes.
Oh my god, that motherfucker. We are in a in a fairly normal Catholic Spain town, so I guess it's. I remember you asked me once why is it that French were so like Islamophobic when we
Mhm.
didn't have a 9/11.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, racism comes. I don't know. I guess I would say to you like, well, black people didn't do a 9/11, and yet this is the state
Yeah,
where we're at.
right.
Um, I don't know where exactly. I mean, I do think the rise of Islamophobia has exponentially increased in Europe with 9/11, but it was always there. The Algerian War and how we don't reckon with it in France is still deeply rooted in this idea that it happened to lesser people and
Yeah.
that's not really on us,
Yeah, I mean I
despite
think
literally having been the one conducting it.
yeah, I mean I think that's like I think you brought up like racism towards black people and probably mostly America, but kind of in a lot of other places too. But
Yeah, in France too. In France too,
yeah,
we don't have the word slavery thing, and yet the moment a black mayor said something about some staff that would leave if they didn't like the local policies, all the fucking medias went batshit insane over nothing. Like, and like really in France, it's like, I mean, I bet it's the same in the US. I mean, I don't know, but it's like really the moment someone is dark black, uh like the
like darker
darker
skin, you
shade,
mean?
yeah, like the darker
Mm.
shade of a black person, it's really you go into insane fear territory. So
Colorism.
yeah.
Um but the yeah, I mean I think it's like where it makes sense. I mean, I also I had mentioned the like France Islamophobia no 9/11 thing before because mostly like I'm a zillennial American, so my understanding of the world is heavily impacted by 9/11, and I'm sure there was absolutely plenty of Islamophobia happening before it. But like when
No, I
I
understand where you're coming
see,
from. I'm not even sure why myself, honestly. Like how
I
to
mean, I think
pinpoint it. It's just I perceived it, for myself.
yeah. I mean, I think it's like what you said. It's about seeing other people as lesser, and I think like when you bring up like racism towards black people, like that's we're still dealing with the effects of hundreds of years ago, some white fuckers going to Africa on their boats and being like, "Look at these savages." And we're just still dealing with that, you know. And I'm
Yeah.
sure it was the same with Arabic people, with Islamic people. Like, you know, we had the big boats and they didn't yet. And I don't even know if they didn't have boats yet. I can't say I've got
I
I'm
mean,
not a historian, but
quick aside, I guess, history aside, like there was the Ottoman Empire, that there
mhm,
were the Turks and they had a big fleet.
yeah,
Um, so I really like they weren't, and they did this. The Ottoman Empire did a lot of slavery too. Like empires are evil. No, you don't need to like races aside. Every empire is evil. China Empire is evil. Japan Empire is evil. Like no
mhm,
good empires ever.
yep.
So where is exactly does the Islamophobia come from? Like where is it that they when is it that we transition from we are enemies because they are Muslims and we're Christians to they're lesser people, um, they're migrants, they rape people in the streets. Like that feels very modern age, but I guess I need to I would want to learn more about that myself. What
I
the
mean,
origin of the evil.
the people on top always need to need the people below them to be fighting amongst each other so they don't turn against the people up top. So back when it was because we're Christians and they're Muslims, it was like, well, that's enough to get the people below us to care that much. But once, you
Mm.
know, people start getting a little less religious, then now they need to be lesser and inherently, and they need to be raping women in the streets and eating our pets and all that.
Yeah, yeah, I think you make a good point. People care less about religion. People care less about gay people. So now it's about the savages and about the trans people that are actual monsters.
Hmm.
Since no, yeah.
I mean, I had brought it up
Wait,
in Cosmic Wheel
no, go
Sisterhood, where
ahead.
I'm like, the turn towards the right makes sense because like shit sucks, and a lot of the politicians on the left deny that shit sucks, and the politicians on the right go, yeah, shit sucks, but it's because of all these people that we want you to hate. And it's like that's just what they've been doing all this time.
I
It's always
still,
been it's always been the
you,
people up top being like, yeah, shit sucks because of these other people.
you're totally right. It's just I can't get over calling Democrats left.
Left with quotes and
Okay.
asterisks.
Oh yeah, heavily. Like
I
text the whole page.
I had so I had a bunch of family in town this past week because it was my mom's 60th birthday on Monday. And so my dad organized this big surprise thing where like a significant chunk of her extended family came to visit. And these are people who live like in Florida, in New York, in Colorado, like all over the country. Um, so it was a pretty cool surprise. And I was happy to see all of them, even though, like, oftentimes these family gatherings are me sitting with all these ancient elderly people listening to the worst takes I've ever heard in my life. Like, you know, they're
Yeah, I
family
know.
and I love them, and I don't know how many more chances I have to see them. But we were sitting down waiting to be seated at this restaurant, and uh, the my aunt who's she's pretty old. They're all, despite being old, almost all of them are like liberal. And I say liberal, not like, left leaning or progressive or whatever. But one of them was like,
Capital L liberal.
yeah, they were talking about some Democratic politician, and I don't even remember who, but she was like, uh, he's just a Republican pretending to be a Democrat, and I was like, well, yeah, that's what all Democrats are. And the look on her face was so funny.
Oh man, I love you so much. Oh, I need to be I need to be more savage at my family gatherings. Like not confrontational, but I gotta let some ones go. You know.
You gotta choose your battles for sure. There was a really concerning statement about Palestine.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, and we were literally just talking about how, like, I was saying that I think a lot of what these policies and what your ideals come down to is whether you're able to empathize with someone not in your immediate circle. Like a lot of, like, the majority of conservative people, like people who vote red, especially in like the United States, are from like just small towns in the country, whereas like if you look at almost any major city in the US, it's always pretty left leaning, even if, left leaning for America is still diet conservatism. But it's because like in those cities you're seeing other people that you can empathize with, like, as opposed to the small town of 5,000 white guys. And my aunt was like, I agree, that's a really good point. And then like minutes later, she was talking about how they should just be blowing up Palestine. I was like, come on, you can't. What happened? What happened 2 minutes ago?
2 minutes ago, she saw had the immediate she had the immediate empathy with the member of family, looking at her in the eyes and giving her his energy, and so she empathized with that.
Yeah.
And then she talked about other people, and she stopped. You proved that your point was real.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Also, they've been genociding Palestine long before October 2023.
Yeah.
But whatever. A virtue and a sledgehammer is a really
we didn't even talk about that. What the barman said. He said to Patrelli like, "Oh, that's a sledgehammer, like a fucking Arabs. A bomb vest would suit you better.
Mm-hmm.
You'd like at least you'd be gone, and we'd all be the happier."
Yep.
Like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. And see, like that's the kind of I'm glad you're playing this game, because that's the kind of Euro racism we get on the media. Like this just idea that, I don't know, someone with slightly brown skin could be wearing a bomb vest underneath their clothes, for all you know. That you need to look out in the mall in case someone gets out an AK or something. It's like just batshit insane fear. I mean, I don't even know if if fear is the right word anymore. It's not illogical, but like the level below that even.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a follow up. Just yes.
Yeah. Shit's fucked up, and I destroyed his ass.
Oh, me too. Were there any that's another thing, I guess. Part of me, like, this is the first time I've ever kind of wished there was voice acting in a Deconstructeam game.
Interesting.
Purely because sometimes, like, I see a text box from one of these robots out of the corner of my eye, and by time I go to focus on it so I can read it, it's gone.
Mm.
And so I don't know if voice acting would really fit, even, but I don't know. I
Some
wish.
some dude in the Steam comments was like, "Oh, I wish there was voice acting. Contact me. I'll do it for free." Yeah, they contact for free some dude in Steam to do the voice acting.
Imagine the game comes out and it's them. There is voice
Jesus.
acting and it's that person.
I guess. I mean, I guess I've just canceled our podcast, Jacob. I'm sorry. I was being too snarky
Yeah.
about someone on the internet. I'm sorry.
I think like I don't know, this would be so much work for them to put in probably, but like a persona ass log of what's been said recently would be cool too.
Yeah, I think a log would be more interesting because I don't think like if you start letting the bubbles for longer or if you start being able to skip them by pressing A even though you're still in character control, I think that will be too awkward. I think they
Yeah.
have currently a really good minimalist system where there is really the bare minimum of gameplay prompts to get you through.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they don't add a minimap because minimaps are the things I hate the more about video games. If you
They'll
give
just add the atrocious map from Thousand Times Resist that's bad on purpose.
oh yeah, the map on 1000 resist rules. Yeah, I think a log would be good because at least like I don't know, you get some context by going in the pause menu.
Yeah.
If you want that context, if you feel like you've missed on something, you can engage with the pause menu and do that here. And if you just want to go with the flow, then you don't need to bother with other stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it might be a good accessibility option too if you could toggle on, like, I mean, this is probably approaching Ubisoft UI hellhole territory, but like having a section of your screen that is basically like a chat log from an MMO where like you don't have to go into a pause menu, but you can have it open so the text bubbles, like the text that's in them, can remain on part of your screen for a bit, because I'm a slow fucking reader. So
I mean, basically the what's in El Tres del Cuarto with the
yeah,
on the
exactly.
screen on the right.
Yeah,
Uh,
that might be
which
cool. I don't know if it works in this kind of like 3D environment game as well as it does in
well,
Quarto, but
I mean, in Quarto, they're taking it from Disco Elysium, which is a game in 3D, but it is from top down and it's an
yeah, it's an
RPG.
isometric game. It's a
So
little different.
yeah, it's again different.
I know. Oh, hello, Mochi. One of my
Hey,
cats
Mochi.
is attacking me right now. He's bored, probably.
Get him, get him.
Mochi, come here. No, he doesn't. He doesn't like getting picked up. If it was Cheddar, I would pick him up and put him in the microphone and see what happens. But I don't want to bug Mochi too much.
Yeah.
The you gotta watch Pluribus.
The fuck? Pluribus?
Pluribus is the new show by Vince Gilligan, showrunner / creator of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. And it
I thought it was Vincent something.
It's Vince Gilligan.
Oh right, I just said it. I don't know why is it that I thought I heard something else. Okay.
And it feels so remarkably similar in like general vibe, which is really interesting because I know that they've been working on this game for forever, and I can't imagine any of it was like influenced by Pluribus, but like the parallel thinking going on here is crazy.
Écoute, great minds think alike. I don't know.
Yeah. So Pluribus, like I won't talk too much about it beyond its central premise, but essentially there is like a some sort of alien virus or something that is like invasion of the body snatchers kind of thing. where
that's a departure from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
yes, I mean it's a very the show kind of works out a lot like his, it's still a comfortable like, oh yeah, this is a Vince Gilligan show in basically every way, but this is a significantly more fantastical uh premise. But basically it's like almost basically everyone in the world, as far as our main character knows, who is played by Rhea Seehorn, who plays Kim Wexler in Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
love Kim. Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah, okay, exactly. So you gotta watch fucking Pluribus.
I gotta.
But basically they all become, like, every person becomes part of this hive mind, and Carol, for some reason, is immune to the virus that made everybody part of this hive mind. And so the the whole show so far is basically just her dealing with this hive mind of people who want her to be one of them, and she does not want to be, and just kind of dealing with, like, how do I live in this world? How do I save humanity if it's even possible? And how much time do I have before they find out how to convert me, because it is their biological imperative to make everybody one of them?
Jesus Christ! Yeah, you're right. It is like Fairtrade and the Sledgehammer.
Yeah. And so, like, the second I saw, like, a couple of these robots and them, and there's, like, a bunch of lines where they're like, if only you had let us make you like us. There's, like, stuff like that. Like, this whole town has basically been hive-minded into these robots. And so, yeah, I just think, like, I don't want to get too much more into it, but I just think, like, perfect companion piece to hold you over until this game comes out. Go watch season 1 of Pluribus. It fucking rules.
All right, I shall. It will be my. You know what? It's been a while since I had something. Hey, actually, it's a good opportunity to get some stuff on my iPad to watch on my own. I haven't tried watching videos on it yet. I mean, it's not an iPad; it's a tablet, whatever.
Yeah. Any other stuff you want to talk about here?
I want to know about your family situation, Jacob. I want to live vicariously for you the trauma you have. Well, no, I don't, but it's like I still feel bad that I cut you off.
It happens. This is where writing down the checklist of stuff to hit would have helped, because we would have known when to interrupt each other and when to let each other spit. I don't know. I mean, I got most of the way through it, but there's just, like, stuff that I said that has a part 2 to it that I didn't get to, that I feel like is misleading. Because I was talking about how, like, my brother and I aren't close because of a lot of resentments, like, due to how our parents raised us, which is true, but I wouldn't want my brother to listen to it and think that I'm not blaming myself in any capacity. There's a lot. I was a fucking piece of shit to him in our teens. He suffers from a lot of the neurodivergence that I do, and I just felt like my parents never reacted to him the same way they reacted to me, which is good. I'm glad that they didn't. But when I'm going through it back then, it causes a kind of resentment. Like, we talked about this in our Lisa episodes, where, like, siblings will often blame each other when they're, like, children of abuse.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
And it's like that was a lot of how I treated him and reacted to him. Like, he's a trans man, and my parents, like, I mean, they were certainly slower to fully accepting it, but, like, in my vision, like, how it felt back then, it was like, it felt like they fully embraced him and his identity, whereas, like, I came out to them as bi-curious in middle school and they shut me down immediately. And there was even a time where we were at a fucking Glee concert, like the TV show Glee, and they were selling a t-shirt that said I'm with stupid, and the arrow was like pointed at the wearer instead of like someone else. And I wanted that shirt because I was 14, and that was the peak of comedy when you're 14. Uh, but that shirt is specifically worn by a character in Glee who is gay. And so my parents did not let me get that shirt because they thought it was what my mom said, because it's from when you thought you were gay. And I was like, I never thought I
Jesus.
was gay. First off, bisexual and gay is not the same thing. But anyway, so I had a lot of resentments towards my brother because I felt like they shut down my identity and fully embraced his. And they did and still do a lot of like more liberal but relatively progressive activism. And I viewed like how they interacted with my brother as like just this betrayal to me, you know.
Yeah.
Um and so I was a fucking piece of shit to him in our teens, and I wish I wasn't, because now we're not close, and I functionally don't have a brother. Like, we never talk. I haven't heard from him in forever. We went to Thanksgiving last year, and like both of us were there, and we just didn't interact at all. Like, unless it was unless it was a situation where we absolutely had to be, we were never even in the same room. Um
Jesus. Yeah.
but there's that, and there's also like, he was a really good student. I was a really bad student. He went to college and finished it. I dropped out of college 3 or 4 times. And so I always felt just like this heavy inferiority complex with him. And so, when in this game, when you're having conversation, just when you're having flashbacks about the two of them, like, I felt my relationship with my brother so strongly. uh but especially there's this scene where you're sitting with your mom in a field, and uh you're one of the things you say is like, why can't you just accept who I am? And I wish I remembered the conversation more specifically, other than just how it made me feel, but it like really like made me feel like I was having the conversation with my parents I haven't really had, because we've talked a lot about like, what they did to me and how it's affected me, and like they understand, but we haven't really talked about like how they treated my brother and I in comparison to each other, and how that affected us. That's a conversation we've yet to really have. I've never told them about like why I was kind of a transphobic piece of shit in my teens because they rejected my identity and embraced his. I've never told them about that. Um but like that I just felt that channeled in this scene. And then your mom is like, uh from this point on, every year I'll accept one aspect of yourself, of you.
Shit, I didn't get that thematic.
You didn't? Oh, well, you got to go play this again. But I mean, that is one, like, it's this kind of bittersweet moment where, oh, hi, Cheddar. Yeah, I usually close my door and lock my cats out of the room when we're recording, but since this was supposed to be a short bonus episode, I decided to be more lax. You have anything you want to say to everybody? He's just kind of crawling around my desk right now. Okay, he left. But yeah, so you're sitting, and yeah, so
You're in the field.
she says like, from this point on, every year I'll accept one more thing about you unconditionally. and she asks you like what part of your identity you want her to accept. And I don't remember what the exact word was, but I picked the one where it was like just that I'm not lesser than my sister.
Mm.
Um and that this plays into this really tragic thing too, cuz like she's in a wheelchair at this point. In other flashbacks we see she's like kind of going through full dementia um like episodes, and it's like, man, if it kind of feels like she didn't have enough years of sanity left to fully accept Pratele for who she
Yeah.
was, if that was the deal.
Did you get the faking it cinematic
I
when
think
she's in the
so.
wheelchair and she's pretending to sleep and to not hear?
No, I don't think
Okay,
so.
I feel like there is a part in the game where you have the choice between several blue things to hit, and you have only so many you can hit, and that's why we
Oh,
didn't
yes.
see the same things.
Yeah, when you collect all of the red pieces, you enter this zone, and there's like 3 blue memories you can hit, and I think we just hit different ones.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Um,
Damn it, gotta play this game again.
yep, gotta go back. All right, tell me about this scene.
um,
If you have something to say about it, if not, it's okay.
it's really, I mean, it reminds me of when my dad was like, my father was like, had broken something after an operation or something, and he was stuck in bed, and he basically had to pee in a bucket at the bottom of his bed, and I had to like take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it was this weird moment where I had to take. I mean, it wasn't in a bad mental health, but it's like you have this weird moment in your life where you are intimate with your parent in a way that you've never been before. And like Patrele is like in this cinematic, she's like basically taking care of her mom in the wheelchair, and Nina comes to visit her, and like the mom is like asleep on the wheelchair, quote unquote,
Mm-hmm.
and like Patrele is telling Nina, yeah, no, she's faking it. Uh, and Nina is like, how do you know? And among the different options, you have basically everything Patrele tried, which is like jump scaring her, saying mean things about her, and like I said like I choose the option. When I say mean things about her, she's pissed at me afterwards, after she
Mm.
stops faking it.
Uh-huh.
And Nina is like, why didn't you try to say nice things about her? She says, and Patrick answers, she's like, I did, but she just didn't change her behavior. And that one cut kind of deep. It's the I don't, the situation with my father is fairly different, but it's like you have this moment of like your the parent is kind of pathetic, but also weirdly still superior. It's like they're taking for granted the fact that you have to take care of them.
Yeah.
But unlike the mother here, my father never said he loved me, so eh. uh,
Fuck him.
fuck him.
Bring him 20 pounds of physical media.
Oh hell yeah! Just I wanted to react also to everything you said because I feel like our family situations overlap in certain ways that are really interesting.
Uh-huh.
We are 3 siblings in the family. I am the youngest brother, and there are my 2 elder sisters. There's the sister that's 1 year older than me, which I am living with since it's been 5 years now. Maybe 6 now. Jesus, which is kind of neurodivergent like I am. But that hasn't been caught on for either of us.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the eldest one, like 3 years apart from me, which is living separately, and like we don't really talk to each other, but we don't act weirdly in family meetings. It's just we're strangers basically.
Yeah.
And like my so my sister, that's 1 year older than me, is the one that overachieved at school while I was kept on dropping out. Uh, I didn't really feel a need or get a feeling of inferiority towards her. I think it's because just I don't know. I was really I had a lot of misogyny. I like a lot of innate self-proclaimed superiority growing up, which is
Uh-huh.
what would happen when you like the only masculine figure you have in your life is your father, and said father is like that. That's just what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And like, but however, like big, we had a big fight with my elder sister, and it happened while my father was in bed in this situation, and I pretty much, I mean, I pretty much started it. I had more or less good reason, but I it feels, now that I'm looking back on it, it's like we were both feeling miserable in this house because of our father, and rather than being together against him, we were apart against each other. And I really regret that. I really regret how that went. And like, yeah, I mean, it's what we were saying at the beginning of the episode with or the middle. Is it the beginning now? We've been recording for an hour. About the powerful ones have the those below them fight each other to stay on top.
Yeah.
These dynamics happen naturally without having a big evil brain to do so. You just need to be a bad person without empathy and to not show any vulnerability
Mm-hmm.
and abuse of your the dynamics of power that, you know, just, I guess, being older is. I Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm gonna stop there. That's not for the podcast.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So excited about this game, I guess.
Yeah, me too. I can't fucking wait.
It's insane how like I knew I was going to have fun with this Deconstructeam Super season, but like it really felt like like props to you for zeroing in on Virtue and the Sledgehammer, and then just rather than following our schedule, pushing forward the Deconstructeam season.
Yeah, I'm very glad I did that.
Like, because I really feel like I played all those games at the right time in my life, like all of them. The Essays on Empathy, Cosmic Sisterhood, Red Strings Club, Many Nights a Whisper, and now Virtue and the Sledgehammer.
Me too. I mean, like, gods will be watching. I want to go back to that game now to see how I feel about it. But like, that was something we played and talked about, and I'm like, that was a cool experience. That was like, you know, I'm glad we did that. This time, it's like my life is different than it was 3 months ago.
Yeah, same.
Fundamentally, like all these games have impacted me so much and kind of let me unpack stuff in a way where it's like, a man will literally play a narrative point and click adventure game instead of go to therapy. Uh and like, yeah, maybe therapy is good. I don't know. I've been hurt by too many therapists to be comfortable just going to one. But maybe I should try it again, because if it's anything like playing a Deconstructeam game, then maybe it's sick as fuck. Uh
So far, the therapy hasn't been nearly as impactful as the deconstructing games, but I'm only two sessions in. We'll see.
okay. Okay. Uh um any last thoughts?
I think that's the episode. I don't know. Um, huh? Yeah, no. I. You know what? No. Okay, hold on. I feel like ever since like we've been talking about how it's the right time in our life to play these games,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I've been becoming aware like these past few months of how fucking neurodivergent I've always been in my life. Thanks to a certain someone that nudged me to and telling me that maybe you should check for ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Someone being you, Jacob.
Yeah.
and and my sister that was basically on the edge of her seat all of the time for me to start bringing up the subject so that she could rant about all the ways she thought I was neurodivergent since she
Uh-huh.
was a kid. Like, I don't know, for example, remembering getting obsessed over dinosaurs, start wanting to become a paleontologist, and remembering the kilograms amount of shit that a dinosaur, different species of dinosaur would shit.
I'm so sorry. Can I interrupt your train of thought to relate to you right now?
Do it, do it, do it.
So, one of the many ways that I feel like I was neglected in how my parents raised me was that I always felt like I needed like special needs, quote unquote, classes, and they never wanted to put me in them. And like I had a friend who was in one of those, and the way he talked about it made it sound so good and like so much more appealing than the traditional American schooling I was in, where I was suffering really hard. And they like looked down on it, they snobbed at it, and like one, because I think they just looked down on it inherently, but two, because they were like, my child could never be one of those. And now all the
Ugh.
time they always love to tell these stories about how I was a kid and I would bring my Hot Wheels with me everywhere I go, and no matter where we were I would take them out of the box and line them up perfectly. And I'm like, and you didn't put me in special needs classes? What are
Yeah,
you talking about? That's not normal.
that's that is. I mean, and it's like, and now that I'm thinking about it, like I relate to that so much now. I mean, it's kind of. I still need to get. The thing is, like, I really want to. My therapist has told me basically, hey, you should do the general stuff before assuming you are neurodivergent, because diagnosing adults is much harder than kids.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm still not there yet, but it's like now that I'm thinking back on stuff, like people were always telling me, "Oh, Victor, he has his mind elsewhere," or "Oh, Victor, he can hear something. He has very good ears. He can hear something that happened at the other side of the house."
Uh-huh.
Or like the fucking you don't have good ears. It's just your ADHD doesn't means that your brain doesn't filter background noises, and you get disturbed by them very easily. That's all it means.
Yeah.
and and all that shit, and it's like, and now I am reckoning with, well, first, I don't know what was going on with the teachers for them not noticing it, or maybe they noticed it and my father blocked everything, because my mother was basically my father was the house husband and was always at home and taking care of the liaison with teacher and stuff, while my mom was working her ass off.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I'm looking back on it, I'm like, damn, this is a like a prime recipe for missing on your diagnosis, despite you know being obviously fucking autistic.
Yeah.
And like now today, that, like, I mean, I've cut bridge with my father effectively, but like with my mom it's more complicated, because now that I'm talking about my difficulties at work and wanting to leave from work, she's kind of disappointed, and she's kind of like, oh, you should think about your future and getting a CV and stuff, but like not really reckoning with the fact that I can't do this rather than I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
and it's also on me kind of, because I've never learned to express things that way. I've always masked and tried to behave on some level the way people expect someone that's normal to behave, and like it makes everything so messy. And now I'm like, damn, I really want to get back to the family that I like, at least try to, even if my mom has some shit lib as takes, and like I'm really afraid to talk politics with her, or like it's still something I need to come to terms with, because like it feels like I've basically been AFK 20 years of my life, and now I see all these characters. I'm pretty sure that like Patrele is like younger than me, and I feel like she has constructed a deeper, not less painful, much more painful, but like more whole relationship with her mother. At least
Mm-hmm.
she seems to understand her as a person, while I'm like, we've barely, do we even know each other? Know each other? Do I even like? It's scary because it's like this mom that I loved, and that I love, and that I never questioned because of just how much I'm aware she suffered. Now I'm like, where I'm stand, it doesn't guarantee that I would like love her as a person. I mean, I will always love her, but like, how much can I get along with this person? More like,
Yeah. I
so
mean,
yeah.
I as this you've brought us full circle in a perfect you pulled a perfect play, because this is definitely where I wanted to end the conversation on this game, which is that, like, despite as much of as I've talked throughout this entire podcast, and also in this episode, of how like much my parents have hurt me and taken from me, and like the oppression I've felt under them, like, we are on good terms today. I It was a whole ass birthday weekend last weekend for my mom. That was a fucking hassle to get to everything. But I went, I showed up.
Mm.
We hung out again on fucking Wednesday, even though we didn't have to. But like, we have a good relationship right now. And I think if that's something you desire seeking from your mom, and maybe even your older sister, I don't know if there's more you didn't tell me that you were saving for after the podcast that you wouldn't want to try and reconnect there, then that's another conversation. But
No, nothing like that. Don't worry.
but like, if the desire is there, then I think you should go for it. Cuz
Mm.
like, the thing that's repeated throughout this demo, and I'm sure will be repeated throughout the rest of the game, something that we saw a lot more, getting to see the death screens today when we let all the robots kill us a bunch of times, is that you should push for it, because at the end of the day, at least I push for it because I still love them more than I hate them.
You goddamn fucking right.
So that was Virtue and a Sledgehammer. I think, I don't know. I think we're done with talking about this demo,
Yeah,
right?
that was a perfect ending.
Awesome. I mean, we were supposed to maybe talk about a little more stuff than this game, reflect on the season as a whole. I think we've done that
Oh,
throughout
yeah.
this.
I feel like we did genuinely. Like, I don't know what else is there to say about the other games. Like, we
All
did, we did
Yeah,
it.
all I want to add in terms of reflecting on Deconstructeam and the season as a whole is, I did go back in Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, and I did make my own world like Victor said I could, and it's just as good, if not even better, than he pitched it. So go fucking play that game. Go play
Yes,
this
that
game. It's a demo
go.
and it's free. You have no excuse. I guess unless you don't have a PC that you can play games on, then that's kind of an excuse. Uh, but if you do, then you better fucking play all this shit.
Damn right. And Cosmic Will Sisterhood and all the other games.
Yes.
Do it.
Everything. And you should also play our next game that we're going to be talking about. We're both about...
Nice one.
Thank you. We're both about 10 hours into this game. Our original plan was to get about a third of the way through this game and record an episode, but we decided to kind of push it back and record this bonus episode instead. We are playing through Omori.
Yep.
This is my first time playing the game. This is Victor's first time playing the game. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
I'll definitely have something to say about that discrepancy when we get to that podcast. Me too. Yeah, spoiler alert, the game's fucking awesome, and I am taking way longer than I otherwise probably would have to get to our original stopping point, because I just want to scratch every corner.
Yeah, and I'm glad you are. So I want to keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the stopping point for episode 1 will be finishing the sweetheart section.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us for this bonus episode that's almost as long as a normal episode from a different season. On the demo for Virtue and a Sledgehammer. I cannot fucking wait for the full game to come out so you can hear us talk about it for 20 hours compared to, I mean, this is a 45-minute demo and we've been talking for an hour and 40 minutes, so
there we go.
I, of course, have been Jacob, and I guess will continue to be Jacob.
I guess I'm continue to be Victor.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.